Hey, we got the hedgehog. If you didn't watch the last video, my dog found a hedgehog and brought it into the house. He murdered a possum the other day on our walk. He loves little rodent things. So I was saying, yeah, my partner, his ex-girlfriend. So the girlfriend that he had when he is like a teenager, her name is Sos, and I know her, and they're still friends. And she's an artist, but she's on the dole, like I was saying. And she's an amazing artist. But she sees spirits, and she's kind of a drunk. She's a little bit of an alcoholic. And she has a partner, and she's got a house, and her partner works really hard, and she just stays at home and makes her paintings all day. But she sees like shadow people and like dark spirits and things like, and that's basically that's the theme of her paintings. That's her references. She references the spirits and things that she sees because she's a visual. Uh, she's more visual. I mostly hear stuff, and I sometimes see stuff. Like rarely. When I first got psychosis, I was seeing a lot of stuff, but I now am mostly hear spirit, but she sees stuff. So she was seeing. She just continues to see stuff and is always kind of freaking out because it scares her. It scares her, and she um, doesn't know how to resourcefully. She doesn't know. She doesn't know how to flip it on its head, and that's the thing that I think all of us other girlfriends that my boyfriend has had have been able to make spirit work for us. And because yeah, mine was pretty dark for a while, and I was really really scared, and I didn't know what was happening. But I had a lot of good spirits that were kind of like preparing me and trying to like get me like more stable, and I had a lot of really good positive spirits, and I still do, and that are like looking out for my best interest. And um, I've been very fortunate in that way. I never thought the CIA was trying to get me, or the people were watching. I did sort of think everyone was listening. Actually, there was a time when I thought like the TV was responding to my thoughts, and I would wear like white noise headphones all day, and yeah. Anyway, and so then his other girlfriend, who introduced us, went on to become a very, very, very gifted psychic and astrologer, and is living in Peru. And she sometimes hosts people at her house, and they do ayahuasca ceremonies and different kind of ceremonies. And I think she has like 16,000 followers on YouTube, and a lot of regular clients, and she's made a life for herself. Um, as a working psychic for the past like 10 years, 8, 9, 10 years. Actually, when I met her was when she first started, so I think that was about 7 years ago. So maybe about 7 or 8 years. Um, and she was previously a stripper for 12 years before that. And she and my boyfriend were living together, going to art school together. And so she's actually a very good fine artist as well, and she plays the violin like a motherfucker. She dances like nobody's business. She's a very talented individual, and I've admired her for a very long time, and I'm happy that she considers us friends, and has even said to me that we are in a kind of a coven. She told me that her and I and a few others are in this kind of um, international coven, um, which is cool. Um, and then, so the girlfriend who he was with for the 6 years that he was a sex worker, she um, ended up developing really bad psychosis, thought that the screens were like here listening to her, and that the cops, the CIA was trying, or whatever, the international UN government, or who she thought people were trying to get her. Just classic psychosis. And her parents were moving back to the UK, and he told her, like, you should probably go back to the UK because she was suffering, and she would she was working in brothels, and then when in these brothels where she would have sex with, like, like 15 guys a night, and um, I think it was really wearing on her, and she was going crazy. So he told her that she should go back to Britain with her family. She went back to Britain, and he only found this out 5 or 6 years ago, but she ended up, a spirit told her to jump off the balcony. She was standing on a balcony, and a spirit told her to jump off. And so she did, and she became a paraplegic. And so she lost the ability to walk. She lost both her legs. Like, she didn't lose her legs, but she lost the ability to walk with her legs. And now she's in contact with spirit 24/7. And she even gave me a little reading, which was accurate and good. And I think she like has a strong faith in God now, and through the vehicle of, like, Jesus Christ, like Christian mysticism. And um but no, she channels, and she's in communication with spirit. And then there's me, which is his fourth girlfriend, and he's only really ever had four girlfriends. And this is who we are. Um and he dated a little bit, had, like, 1 or 2 month flings and things. Actually, he had another girlfriend who did not, as far as I know, go crazy or develop spirit contact. And then there's me, who I developed spirit contact very shortly after living with him for just a little bit. And he talks to spirit constantly, or he's had numerous. And he's really interesting. When I sleep next to him, if he falls asleep, he talks in his sleep. And if I'm laying awake and I'm talking to a spirit, sometimes he'll roll over and he will respond to the thing that I was just talking about to the spirit. So if I'm having this conversation with a spirit, he'll be fast asleep. He'll roll over and he'll be like, he'll say something like, "That's really interesting. You should try." Like, it's like he was just listening to what I was saying to the spirit, and he'll, like, offer some feedback or, like, an opinion, and then he'll roll back over and continue snoring. So he's a pretty mystical, like, little unicorn himself. And he used to see spirits when he was a kid. And so, yeah, so and a lot of his friends have too. So, everyone I'm around kind of talks to spirits around here. So, of the friends that I've met of his in New Zealand are all sort of interested in the occult. And But it's amazing how many people you'll meet who are into the occult who don't frequently interact with spirits. I find that to be interesting. Like the amount of I was a bit like that, you know, they're interested in like angel numbers and the tarot, and maybe they do some rituals, but they don't get like full on like voice hearing or like seeing spirits or astral projection. Like the amount of it's I find it interesting, and I don't mean to be a snob, but if you're interested in spirituality and you don't experience any spirit contact, but just how many people into who are into spirituality who've like never talked to an angel. It's like, whoa, what do you? I think you're doing something wrong. um, but yeah, I don't know if anyone's gonna really come on these lives. That's just a little story time about my partner and I. Yeah, so I think I just this vegetarian food, I'm feeling a little chubby. And I feel that I need to like lose 20 pounds, and that I need to that I need to lose 20 pounds. Maybe I'll do a weight loss journey. Luckily my boyfriend likes chubby girls. He's a special type of guy. He doesn't like skinny girls, actually. When I was getting pretty skinny there for a while, he was like not into it. He thinks women should be round and soft. Yeah. Which is quite different than all the American guys that I've ever known. January 12th. If anyone's watching this, let's do a tarot reading. For the remainder of the month of January. Page of Swords in reverse. That was a complete reversal. Okay. Page of Cups. King of Pentacles. Let's pull 3 more cards. The Empress in reverse. Damn it. The Hierophant. And the 4 of Wands. So to me, the 4 of Wands is like connected to like home and healing and revival. And the Hierophant is kind of about practicality and order and discretion. The Empress in reverse. So the Page of Swords in reverse. But I got the King of Pentacles and I got the Page of Cups. So I would say this is about kind of keeping hope and staying supremely practical, which is fitting for the month of January in Capricorn season. And the Hierophant, remaining judicious, remaining um, and probably this is probably just mostly for me, and some kind of like renewal is in order. We've had a bit of a healing crisis. So yeah, the Empress in reverse, it's like I can't really expect abundance, and the Page of Swords in reverse and I'm not like mentally on my game, but perhaps I can step by step make better choices. And the Page of Cups have a little bit of hope. And the King of Pentacles just try to be very orderly and just go kind of through the motions for the remainder of the month. And then I think that we'll have kind of a resurgence and some fresh energy, and maybe the Empress right side up in hello, the Empress right side up in February or around Aquarius season. Do you want to leave a comment? I was just about to head off of here. I don't know who this is. Is this one of my followers? I have 33 of them. Thank you for giving me a like up, a thumbs up. I was just talking about how my boyfriend always dates witches. And is it for some reason not letting people chat? If you can use the chat thing, say hi, just say hi. Because I don't know if I'm always doing the settings right. I hope you don't mind if I vape. I'm going to vape. Oh, they're gone. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna hop off. I'm looking forward to Aquarius season. I do think I just need to be diligent and keep some faith for the remainder of Capricorn. Capricorn's a hard season for everybody. You're expected to be like jolly and rein in the new year, you know what I mean? But it always falls short. Everyone ends up fighting their family, and it's not really the time for that. It's better to just go inward and reflect and kind of piece your life together bit by bit. I guess that person was a little scared to talk. It is weird being the only person who's watching somebody to then try to have a one-on-one conversation. That is a bit like jarring. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. Peace out, motherfuckers. Peace out. Peace.